Friends, Romans, and Internet losers, I have returned. Hello. Just a little hey dumbass recap for you. September 11th, 2001, a handful of Saudis decide that they're going to kick the sleeping bear to see what happens. Well, they sure found out. But since then, the Saudis are still chopping people's heads off in public. The Americans have mired themselves in Iraq, and they're thinking of going to Iran. And British, Canadian, and NATO soldiers are getting blown to shit in Kandahar for doing the right thing. Now, some of you may have noticed that I have a slight predilection to being smug. This is not my fault. I'm Canadian. As Canadians, we have an international reputation for being clean and polite. And I don't disagree with that, but we can also be incredibly smug. At least 10 times a year, we get a report from somewhere in the world saying that another poll has listed us as the greatest place in the world to live. Such reports make us smile, but we never blush. Tell us something we don't know. Now picture this. You don't live in Vancouver, or Toronto, or St. John's. You live in Kandahar. You can't really vote, you can't support equal rights, and your greatest exports are opium and world terrorism. How would you feel about Canadians clearing the national mantle to put another trophy on their shelf? Some wouldn't see this as smugness, but I do. George Bush's war hawks are cruising the globe trying to make the world free. For Americans. President Musharraf, strike that, make that General Musharraf. Politicians that wear military uniforms always make me a little uneasy. General Musharraf has just stricken civil rights from the record in Pakistan because there's an election coming up. You'd think after spending so much time with Bush, he'd be a little bit less transparent. He's supposed to be our ally over there. I bet some Pakistanis would wish that we, the West, would stop dangling democracy like some holy grail carrot in front of them and just get on with it. The Taliban are using the Pakistani border like that proverbial county line the Duke boys are always running for, and there's nothing we can do about it. Anyhow, I digress. It is smugness for anyone to sit on YouTube making videos about whatever the hell they feel like when there are places in the world where Lisa Nova's spamming doesn't fucking matter and a girl can get killed for wanting to go to school. Come to think of it, smugness isn't the word. For us to sit here and shine under our growing accolades without lifting a finger to help bring freedom to everyone, that's not smugness. That's downright arrogance.